everyone, this is Leslie of Succulent Social. I'm out here in the garden and I have here with me an Echeveria White Rose. It has been begging me for a long time to remove the babies, but I didn't do it. So now the babies are big. It also has flowered a lot. I can see here around 4 stalks, and some of the flowers have even started to dry out already. And yeah, so I didn't actually remove them. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 babies, and then we're back to the top. Yeah, so they were really quite small and big size then, but they have overgrown. So, and even at the top you could see that it's really very heavy, congested, and yeah, although it's looking beautiful, but I think it's now time to really remove the offsets, and that is exactly what we're gonna do today. We're also gonna remove all these flowers too. So yeah, please join me as we do that. All right, so now we're ready to remove all the offsets, and because they have grown bigger than I wanted, so now there are a lot of dried leaves as well that are in between the mama plant and the offsets, which is okay. Of course, this dried leaves are more like growth leaves, like they're older leaves that has dried. But there's no way that it's dying. So they're just dried leaves, just like any other plant that has dried leaves. So now I just wanted to remove them because I want to see inside where the plant is connected. And sometimes when the offsets stem has been sitting on soil, they also produce roots already. And I want to get that and maintain that. So I think the best way for me now is to actually remove it from the pot. But the struggle is real here because it has been in the pot for so long, and the pot is quite hard, so it's not like I can massage it. So let's just tilt it. There we go. Okay. And as you can see, there are also some stone crops that has grown on the side. These are, I think, sedums. I don't know what they are, but they have grown on the side as well. So yeah, so at least now that we have put it out of the pot, it's going to be easier for us to remove some dried leaves, and also easier to remove all these babies too. What I usually do is I wiggle them a bit. So as you can see here inside, you can see the stem where it connects. You could actually cut it and try to build more roots, but the best way is actually just to pull them, and as you pull them, you also pull carefully, of course, all the roots that comes with it. So you see this stone crop, I'm also going to save it. It has already roots, so that saves time for growth. And I'm so excited actually to remove this Echeveria White Rose because it's not, the mama plant is not in its best form and look right now. I mean, imagine you have 7 kids and you are also flowering. There's just too much stress going on. So I want to remove all the offsets and give the mama a chance to concentrate on itself, to concentrate on its growth, its beauty, because Echeveria White Rose is really a gorgeous plant. It's a big plant, which has gorgeous greenish blue color in the middle, and then the edge are actually pink, and it actually reminds me of, okay, so here we got one, and look, the roots are already there. So that's what I'm talking about. No need to cut the offsets. Pull out from the soil the part that has roots. So what I'm saying is, I wanted it to concentrate on growing and blooming on its own because this is a beautiful plant. It actually reminds me of a lotus flower. So, Okay, so now these are all the dried leaves that I got from them. And I know how old this pot is because of all this styrofoam that I have under. It was an early stage of when I was potting succulents in big pots. And I saw somewhere that the best way to actually save soil is to put in some of this at the bottom. But yeah, it's not a good idea, I have to tell you, because sometimes the roots grow through those styros, and yeah, it's not healthy for them. It's not good for them. And to remove them from being stuck from those styros is, it's not good. You will damage them basically. So now I'm just cleaning the roots here. I'm trying to remove all this. Look at these things. No, not good. Sorry. So yeah, so now I just fill up the whole pot with soil. I don't get, even if they're big, I just fill it up with soil because it's for the plant anyway. So now I'm just going to clear this up, remove all the soil, and then because there are damaged part of the roots, then we will air dry this for a couple of days, and until all those open wounds from the roots and also from the stem where we took all those baby plants have dried up in callus, and then I will repot it in another pot. And then for the babies, same thing. I will do the same thing with them. Also, I'm putting here some cinnamon powder because it acts as an antifungal. So I'm doing that just to make sure that this is protected while it heals the open wounds. Yeah, I think this is okay. Then I will just put it just the same pots where, it's like air drying it. Yeah. So nothing in the pot, just put it there, and then the roots will just dry. This is a very beautiful plant because it grows big. So this is perfect for landscape in your garden, and it's going to be a good, centerpiece or a focal point. So at this stage, I just want to remove all the flower stalks. I should have done this earlier, but anyway, let's leave the drama at the latter part. So anyway, I'm gonna remove all this flower stalks, and if you've seen some of our videos, you will know that we also grow succulents and propagate them by the leaves of the stalks. So basically, after cutting them like this, we just gently pull out all of the leaves that are looking good, and then we set them aside for propagation. Of course, it will take a little while to do the propagation by leaves, but if you have time and if you have patience, that would do. That will give you, more plants as well. Yeah. So I'm putting also cinnamon powder on the parts where I actually cut the flower stalk. So now I'm just gonna quickly show you what I do with them. So I just have a dish right here, and I just gently pull out all of these leaves. Make sure it's a clean cut. That means you actually pluck the leaves exactly where it is attached on the stem, like a node where they're attached. You have to completely get them. If the other parts of the leaves are damaged, sunburned, or what, chop off, it's okay. They will still work as long as you do a clean cut. Now for the babies that are actually not looking babies anymore, this looks like a very big mature plant already. So same thing, we're just gonna clean them. We'll air dry them, and once we pot them in soil, the soil will have to be a fast draining and dry soil. Now, this is a secret as well that I'm doing, or not secret, it's a tip that I always do when I'm replanting, is I take away some leaves at the bottom for leaf propagation too. So whenever I repot leaves, I just do that because 1 or 2 leaves won't hurt the aesthetic of the plant. But then when I set it aside, it gives me more plants, So, yeah. So, so once I plant this in a fast draining soil mix, we will not expose it to direct sunlight yet. They will be in a shaded area for at least 2 weeks until they're more settled, and I also don't water them. Even they have roots like this, I don't water them for about 1-2 weeks, just because I want them to settle first, and they have enough nutrients anyway to sustain themselves. So it's not like they're gonna dry in about 1 to 2 weeks. And the most important thing is it's actually always easier to revive an underwatered succulent than an overwatered one. So don't worry about getting it underwatered, for a couple of days. So now here are our babies. They're looking really pretty. They're not in the best shape and form, but I'm going to show you a video of how they're looking after a few months when they have already settled and planted. I'm also keeping this stone crop, and I'm going to show you what they look like. Now, this flower stalks, you could either, well, you can plant them if you want to, but cut off all those flowers, or you can just display them. Now, these are some of the leaves that I've gathered. Some of them, I don't think they will make it, but these are the ones from the flower stalk. So I'm going to keep them aside in a tray. For the leaf propagation, I usually don't put them in soil yet. No water, no direct sun until they have roots and pops. So until they have that, then when they have that, then I transfer them to the soil. But otherwise, you have to show patience, and they will definitely give you babies after some time. And look at these beautiful flowers. Just one last look before I throw them away. Unfortunately, I'm going to throw them because there are a lot of dried pods already, and I don't like the dried pods. Yeah. Alright guys, we're back here in the garden, and I am going to show you where are the white rose now. Look at that. These were the babies a few months back, and now they're all established. We had a little bit of rain yesterday, but look, they're all looking pretty. Can you see the beauty that I was telling? There's like greenish blue leaf, and then the edge is just perfect with this pink liner. So these are all the babies. I've got 5 here. Can't find the other 2. I'll look for them, but I also want to show you the mama plant. Ta-da! Look how big that is, and you will see how it has actually blossomed from how it looked when we took the babies off. Of course, I was mentioning it was really stressed back then, but look at that. So gorgeous, so pretty, isn't it? So now they are well established. We have put them now here in the garden with the rest because they're all established now, and they're looking really, really gorgeous. Look at this, so pretty. And there you go. We were able to show you a video of before and after, and how they're looking. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm just happy and thrilled to show you the end result. And yeah, if you have any questions, just please let us know by putting it in the comment section below. If you haven't done so, please follow our subscribe to us, like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell button so you will know when is our next video. And if you haven't done so, please follow us also on our social media channels, and we'd love to share more of our succulent videos with you. Until next time guys, bye for now. Bye.